Hello and welcome back to Planet Crafter. My name is Spanj. So thank you very much, as always, for the comments, guys. You rightly pointed out, you know, I need to actually put the water life collectors in those locations in order to get the eggs out of them. They're not just on the ground, you silly Billy. You have to go and collect them. So there we go. Thank you very much for that, everybody. Welcome to the darkness. It is definitely a Spanj episode when you can't see anything at all. Freaking dark. But welcome back, ladies and gents. I hope you're still enjoying the series. I have been placing a few T2 butterfly farms around the place to give that some perspective. The T1s are only 75 insects per second. The T2s are 475 insects per second. So we definitely need to do some form. And look, I mean, it's only just an extra bit of fabric in order to have the T2s. So I do need to go around and take down all the T1s, recatalog all my butterflies and stuff, and make sure that the really powerful ones are in the T2s and the crappy ones are in the butterfly domes here. I want to keep the domes, obviously, because, you know, they look good. But as far as all the T1 butterfly thing is, they can go, and we can get these guys in. We need some fabric, and for that, obviously, I need silk, so my silkworms are working overtime at the moment, but we're doing all right for the time being, I guess, because I'm not really, like, fully utilizing it, like, at maximum speed. Kind of the super alloy right now is absolute. I'm just plumb out again of super alloy because everything is now starting to cost super alloy rods to build. The T5 heater requires 3 super alloy rods. The ore extractor requires a super alloyed rod, the tier 3 one. So I have done a few little bits off camera here. I have a T5 heater now just outside my front door at Yellow Base. This thing is absolutely monolithic. Kind of like the T5 drill, I suppose, is just utterly ridiculous. That's the T4 drill heater. That's the T5. I had to build a 3x3 platform just to stick the damn thing on. Yeah, it's just insane. It is insane. So we have a lot of things that I want to do, hopefully today, but we'll see how we get on. I have, obviously, a couple of factories here. We've got the bacteria sample factory, we've got fertilizer factory, and we've got the bioplats factory. I want to get a fertilizer T2 factory because everything is now about T2 factories. And I want to get a mutagen and a T2 mutagen factory because now everything is about T2 mutagens. Now, we've got fishies coming along, lovely, and incubating well and stuff like that. I do need to build just basically a massive aquarium, I think. It's difficult because in the biolam sort of tech tree here, the last thing that we're waiting on, which is 65 kilotons of biomass, it's not massive. We're not a million miles away from that. We're at 47.93 kilotons of biomass, but it's ticking up, as you can see, quite slowly. So that 65 is still a little ways away. But I'd love the tier 2 aquarium, and we'd use that to obviously stick our fishies in. We have got, however, I think, no, we don't, sorry. We're a little ways off as well from, we're about to get the fish display, woo, the fish farm. So the fish farm will be good because obviously I assume we put eggs in that, we stick that in the water and off they go. They fill the water with fishies, right? So that's 5.5 tons of animals. And then obviously then once we get that tonnage is going to fly up, and hopefully we'll get these two last things reasonably easy. But we're so close to the end of the tech trees here. 4 more items to unlock, and that's it. We've basically finished the game. I definitely want to get that aquarium in though. And at 65 kilotons, it's going to take a little while longer. So what I'm going to do, and I've got in my inventory the stuff to do it, what I'm going to do is head just back out to some of the little special areas around the map that we went to in the last episode, where there were water, and I couldn't find the bloody fish eggs. Because, like I said, I didn't know what I was looking for. You guys did tell me, I remember that, you did tell me. Put the life collectors in the water and then you get the special, the good eggs and stuff like that. So yeah. Such, apparently I see what I want to see, I know. Sorry about that. Anyway, you must have been screaming at the screen. I see your comments now, thank you very much. We're going to stick one down in here, in this cave. We're going to stick it in a sort of deep part of the water here, that it can collect some. This will do nicely. Oh, hello. Whoa. Chatting away, not paying attention. Here we go. Got to pay attention to those little freaking prompts that go, oh, by the way, you know... Yeah, so this guy should collect them eggs. Now, they don't seem to do amazingly well, and also I don't know if I can actually... Oh, I can tell it to golden fish eggs. So I can tell it to supply this stuff. I think I probably just will. Just tell it, I don't know what eggs it's going to collect, so I'm just going to tell it to supply all the eggs, right? There we go. So I'll set up a container back at base, and then, you know, as second this thing picks something up, a drone will come and collect it. Eventually, will come and collect it. Okay, so the other one I want to put down is up by the waterfall. I want to put a couple of, well, a life collector around there as well. Here we go. So I'm gonna funny graphics going on here, isn't there? I'm gonna put it right in front of the waterfall here. Let's slap that right there. There we go. Have a little drink. Have a little drink. Have a little drink, please. There we go. Please. You guys get this? Like, sometimes you just can't seem to drink from damn things. Anyway, there we go. Have a drink. And then we need to do the same thing to this thing in terms of setting up its supply. So, supply. And then all of these things. It's just, you know, it's just a catch-all. Because I don't know what eggs it's going to provide. So we just select them all. Then we can't fail. So we've got enough resources for one more. And it's a case of where we're going to put it. So I'm thinking in the crater, the iridium crater. You remember that? Or there's water now in the sulfur flats. There's water in by blue base. Yeah, it's a tricky one to choose. But I think, you know, trying to pick like locations that are a bit out of the way and a bit different, I guess. So let's go with the iridium crater, I think. Here we are. Getting around nice and easy, obviously with this jetpack. Hello? Where have you been? Hiding, cheeky little devil. I wonder how many blue crates and other crates and stuff there are still across the map that I've just failed to pick up. Okay, there we go. Our last life collector here, okay, and we'll do the same thing. Right, and there we go. So 3 life collectors hopefully will give us some interesting fish eggs. I'm going to have to go back to base now and set up the containers in order to receive all that fish life and eggs and stuff like that. Alright, so we set up this guy to demand all the fish eggs. Like that. There we go. And then we got this guy here, and he will demand all the plankton. A, B, and C. Hopefully that means that between those water life collectors and the one I've got out here as well, actually, which I need to configure, we'll actually just get a bunch of fish eggs. We don't need to do the incubation process. There's one there, look. So we get this guy as well. Do the same thing. Our drones will do all the work. In theory. We'll see. We'll definitely see. So what I have right now is I have several things I want to do. I want to increase the number of T5 drills and T5 heaters I've got for the basic sort of terraformation index stuff. We need to increase the number of aquariums that we're running in order to get fish. We need to increase the butterfly farms and sort them out and get those going. We need outside farms and factories for the things that I mentioned earlier. And the list goes on. It's absolutely insane. You'd think that the game kind of calms down towards the end. It really just ramps it up even more. I suppose at the end of the day, I have achieved the maximum terraformation that I can achieve. The current stage of fish is as far as I'm going to get, because amphibians are not in the game yet. Now, you could decide just to go, I've finished. I've done as much as I can. But I cannot leave this alone. I must simply have this aquarium and this fish farm. These are the last 2 things that I really want. I don't really care about these last 2 things. But yeah, I gotta. So we got to increase our biomass, and we got to increase we got to increase the animals. That's it. Yeah, biomass and animals need to go up. So the way I see it is that the heaters and the drills can wait. We don't really need them at the moment. We're done with heat and drill stuff. We've got what we need out of those, right? So we need biomass and we need animals. So let's pick one. Biomass. Quickest way to... Well, biomass is an equivalent of all of this stuff combined, isn't it? Okay, so I think we should probably focus on getting some more fishies in, right? Which is aquariums. Now what? How am I bloody thirsty again? Just drink this water that's in my backpack because I've got so much of it. I don't know what to do with. Aquariums are fertilizer, oxygen, super alloy, and circuit super alloy. I tell you, that freaking process. I know I've got a super alloy factory, but it is slow going. It's not doing too badly, actually. The drones are doing well. They're filling up the box again. They're filling it up slowly. So we need aquariums, and we need fish to put them in. Put in them. At the moment, I got Mr. Fishy Ulani, who is basic bitch of a fish world, and Guerrero. But we've unlocked also now Alera, which is 300%. Ulani from Guerrero and Robius. So we want Alera, basically, which is a T2 mutagen and Plankton C and fertilizer. Plankton C, please. Yeah, just give me all of those. Fertilizer and the T2s. Bingo. So Plankton C, T2, fertilizer. Give me the top level fish, please. Top tier fish here. We're not in about sort of peasant fish. We don't want peasant fish. We want serious fishies. Serious fishies. What we want. We put these guys back. So we actually got a bunch of fish already sat here, waiting for tanks to live in. All right. So we're gonna grab those. We got here Ikaru, Ulani, and Guerrero, rubbish fish. Okay, peasant fish. I don't think have any space in the aquariums. I think these guys. Oh no, he has got. Yeah, he's got Ulani in there already. He's going to have an Ikuru. Yes, and you've got one on there. I have an Ikuru as well. Fantastic. So actually, 3 fishies. We need more. Look at the butterflies. They're just penetrating through the hull right now. They're doing what the drones do and just clipping through the walls. The cheeky buggers. That's this guy here. Thought I'd left some butterflies out in my backyard here. On my little sandy island. It's lovely. They've got absolutely nothing to live on or pollinate with, so you could probably address that as well. Okay. Let's try and focus on one thing at a time, though. It's the problem with it. I get so distracted. Like, oh, God, right, I got to do this. And then I look at something and I go, oh, God, now I got to do that. So we have no tier 2 fertilizer. We need a lot of tier 2 fertilizer. We're going to need even more for fish farms and aquariums, I swear, right? Okay. So, what do we need for tier 2 fertilizer? Let's look this up. Okay, so tier 2 fertilizer requires fertilizer. Algae, squashes, and methane cartridges. Okay, so we have algae on farm already anyway. I mean, this box isn't demanding algae because drones can't pick algae out of the water. Okay, so it doesn't really work that way. So we need an algae farm nearby and a squash farm nearby. The fertilizer and the methane cartridges can be delivered. Yes, that's right. So we're going to need at least 2 outside farms, which are also T2 fertilizers. Oh, God. Oh, boy. Okay. Breathe. At this stage, just breathe, okay? Be larvae. The bee larvae. Okay. Let's get our T2 fertilizer factory in, and that will allow us to get more aquariums in, right? That's the way I'm thinking of it. The bee larvae, yes. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Was it 3 or 2? There's 2. Okay, let's take 2 bees. Do we have the bees that we require? Have I got? Oh, yeah, okay. We have the bees that we require. Now I need T2 fertilizers, which I have 2 fertilizers and then 2 more fertilizers. My God, okay. Right, just leave it with me, okay, guys. I'll get this sorted. We'll get a freaking T2 fertilizer factory running any moment now. Right, here we go. Okay, it was easy, right? It's going for it already. It's absolutely going for it already. 3 of them already. So, box, methane, fertilizer, squashage. I'm not sure where this thing's getting squash from. I really don't. Is it really in range of the squash inside my base? There'd be 3 in there, so no. Where's it getting the squash? We don't ask questions here. Just take them out. Because they're not nearly ready. They're still growing, bless them. Okay, well, anyway, we've got the algae. Obviously, the methane and stuff is being delivered to here. So we've got this guy demanding fertilizer and methane on a demand like 1. So the fertilizer coming out of this guy here will be going straight over there, I think. Then when that's full, it will go into the cupboard over there, I guess. we still do need fertilizer tier 1, so it's like try not to cook all of it into tier 2, but yeah. This should do. There's fish display. Lovely. It is working. We are unlocking stuff. Anyway, the good news is T2 fertilizer. I need to go put the fertilizer box on demand for T2 so that we can get that. That's on priority 1 as well. Okay, cool. There we go. All right. And we have a T2 fertilizer factory, ladies and gents. Nice. This is kind of like Factory Alley down here. It really is. Little farms and stuff set up with auto crafters. Each one slightly different in layout. There we go. Okay, so we should hopefully get our aquarium soon. In the meantime, we're going to build another large living compartment, and I'm going to fill it. Well, I say fill it. I'll probably be able to fit 4 aquariums in there, all in all. Yeah, I wish you could stack these things on top of each other. You can't. I've tried it, and it just doesn't connect. You can put these on top of those, but not the other way around. Anyway, iron, titanium, super alloy required for one of those. Try and find somewhere to put it nearby, and make ourselves an aquarium. All right. So what I've opted for here is apparently some weather. I didn't order this. Bring back my blue sky. Not a meteor storm anyway, it's just literally dust storm, I think. So I've extended this platform out to the side, like that way, from here. And then I've added another building on here. I was tempted to connect it to this one and just expand this, but with the incubators and the aquariums being so huge, it would have kind of messed up the dynamic of that room. And I like that room as is, really. I could have then expanded the roof space as well, in fairness, and had a rooftop aquarium, kind of like what I've already got going on up here. But I opted for its own little room here instead. And yeah, it's just got 4 aquariums in it. I put some nice glass walls in here as well. It's all very open and stuff like that. And we've got all the fishies in here. So that's like plus 4 aquariums now. Plus whatever that is to the fishy value. How's that making the biomass thing look? I'm definitely getting some frame rates now, I tell you. Definitely getting some frame rates. The biomass is at 52.83 kilotons and ticking up quite slowly, really. Quite slowly in the grand schemes. But we should be able to get to our 65 kilotons reasonably quick. I think if I increase my plants a bit more, with a few more tree spreaders and stuff, then that'll accelerate even better. Let's see, I've got the seeds. I have a tree, and I can turn that into a tree nice. These 3 at the bottom here will make good trees, so I could do a few more trees. So, to kind of spread out the trees a little bit, I've decided to come back over here to Blue Base. This is where we all began, ladies and gents. And we've got this valley down here, which would look absolutely amazing if it was covered in trees. I think, anyway. So, I'm going to pop a couple of tier 3 tree spreaders down here. See what they can do with this valley. Now the weather's decided to turn against me, but it's okay. Put a Terra down there. Just a tree we had, I think, already. And I'll put the other one on the other side of the valley here. See if we can turn this place into a nice, lush, paradise-like valley. But this is one of the reasons why I wish that the game auto-spawned trees after a certain terraform index, you know? Because they would look... This valley would look amazing. It's it had some big trees in it. But there we go. We'll come back later and see how they're doing. Of course, the other way to increase biomass is to launch more insect rockets, beehive rockets. Go, my bumblebee friends. Be in space where you belong, clearly. Oh, these rockets are just bugged. Yeah, get it? This bug rocket. So they're bugged. Oh dear. That's veering off. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna make it to space. Bye. Again, maybe they're not supposed to anymore. They just spread bees all over the planet. I don't know what happens to them because I don't see any outside of my hives. Anyway, I moved the rocket launch pad back to yellow base. Well, I say back to, over to yellow base because, well, like I said, I'm done with heat and pressure and stuff. So, and all my insect manufacturing things are here at yellow base. So I thought, why the hell not, right? I just had a pulsar quartz asteroid touchdown as well recently. It actually hit the ring. It hit the ring about halfway up. Dropped all of its stuff here in the water. And there are 3 pulsar quartz rocks here. And I can't get any of them. They're just out of reach. No matter what angle I seem to approach them at. I can't get them. It's infuriating. Pulsar quartz, man. I need that stuff. I needs it. I needs it for my fusion reactors and stuff. So, yeah, that's totally screwed me. Ah, well. It's 3 pulsar quartz. It'll be fine. Oh, aquarium T2 is here. Okie dokie. I'm just going to up the demand on these guys to 1 on all those things. I just suspect that these guys, I mean, they're not because they're absolutely chock-a-block, but again, with nothing, just all iron. It's all bloody iron. There's no magnesium or silicon in any of this. There's only a little bit of titanium. Wow. These things, man. They get like stuck on, my god. They get stuck in one resource. They have it. Crazy. Drones have got their work cut out here, I tell you. Trying to get this super alloy back to base. Yikes. Need more drones, I suspect. Anyway, the good news is, ladies and gentlemen, we have the T2 aquarium. Let's have a quick look at that on here. Here it is. Okay, requires plankton A, B, C, super alloy rod, fertilizer T2, and a circuit board. I think we can do that. I think we can definitely do that. Oh yeah. Alright, this is one fiddly structure to build. But I think I got it. And in a door. Titanium gives me a door worthy of my entry. Oh, right. Okay, let's see. I got 3 slots here for eggs. We got Tilu. I would like a variety, but it's not practical to do a variety, really, if you want the maximum thingy. But I'm going to do it anyway. A 325 Akura, a Tikadikadekada, and a Tilu. Tilu, let's dive in with some fishies. Fishies! Stuck. I'm literally stuck right now. Okay, there we go. Oh, you beautiful boys. Having a freaking aquarium. I have a proper aquarium, not like this aquarium here. A drink, please. There you go. An actual, proper, real aquarium. A shark! Wait. Sharks! No, it's just a regular fish. Look at these guys. Look at my actual fishies. They're amazing. So let's have a look at that. The aquarium T2 does... Oh my god, look at it. It does oxygen, plants, insects, and animals. Wow. What the actual? So you got a fish thingy on the left here. But how is it doing insects as well? That's nuts. But that is pretty... Generates animals. That is pretty cool. Look at that. An actual aquarium. We've got 2 aquariums because we've got the old tank aquarium here. And an actual aquarium there. Well, that's just freaking brilliant. I could probably get another one. Have it back to back with that one. I would like that, actually. And bingo! Just like that, I have a double aquarium. Double aquarium! I'm hungry. Drink. I have 3 fish eggs left. I could build another aquarium. They're not exactly expensive. Yes, they require super alloy rods. But, you know, I'm fine with super alloy now. It seems the backlog of crap is cleared and I'm getting super alloy in my boxes. This is fantastic. I have 2 aquariums with actual fishies actually fishing about. doing fish things. I don't know, fish things. Fish things. I was going to say fishing, but that would make sense entirely. So that's fantastic. Okay, so where are we now? Okay, we've got our 65 tons of biomass. The last thing then is we need 5.5 tons of animals, and we're only at 3.9 tons of animals. I mean, we've done well to get up to 3.93 tons of animals now. 5.5 is going to take us a little bit longer. But if I keep adding aquariums, it ain't going to take too much longer. Animals, 65 a second. What's the regular aquarium then? Because that is nowhere near. Animals, 4 a second. Animals, 65 a second. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what we want. We want that, okay? We definitely want that. Okay, so I might see if I can get another one tagged onto the end of that, and we'll just have a long, nice long row of aquariums to run down with all the fishies in it. Look at this. Freaking fantastic. Okay. Let's see if we can finally get that fish farm then, guys. Bingo! Fish farm unlocked. It just caught me in the middle of making T2 mutagens to send up a bunch more bee rockets. Let's send up a bunch more bee rockets. Bumblebee rockets, and then we will see what the fish farm takes and how that deals with things. I don't know why I'm sending up bee rockets, they're just fun. Apparently if you do this, you get 3 rockets spawned in at the same time if you hold control, and then just shitloads of bees, and then you launch them all at the same time and they go mental. Oh dear, they're all merged together. I mean, the rocket launchers were bugged anyway, but now that's just ridiculous. They still count, don't worry. They still count. Like, they still count as in orbit. Are they even going to fly? They just ditch down, they're stuck in the water now. They do eventually despawn, of course. We need a drink. You mind if I drink from the bee water? Whoa, get in the air, you can do it. Whoa. Okay, there we go. There we go, right. The fish farm, bioplast, plankton, and silky boys. Okay. That shouldn't be a problem. We have our bioplast factory already up and running, and as a result, our bioplast container is looking alright. Let's just start with 1 for now and see what it's all about. And then we can add more in later. 3 silks. I have 1 silk thingy-majiggy, which has been alright so far, but I suspect if I want to increase the fishy amounts significantly, I'm probably going to need to get more silk collectors. That's not too bad, to be fair. Right. Fishies. In here, then. You require an egg. A fish egg. Let's see if the bots, the drones have brought me a fish egg, actually. I have got a box dedicated to fish eggs. We have one. It's a telu as well. Fantastic. So these are wild fishies then. They just go wilding around here. Kind of like underwater beehives, I guess. You guys need a little bit more room. You're loving it, and you're loving life. In amongst the algae and the sand and stuff. We have wild fishes. I feel like we have achieved terraformation. We have done all that the game has given us to do so far has been achieved. Even if it is just in like 1 fish farm, that is it. That is the last thing to unlock. And then we have it on the ground. It is good to go. We have terraformed. I mean, lerma and common larvae. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, you need common larvae in order to make mutagens, right? So T2 mutagens require common larvae and honey. Where is it? There it is, yeah. So regular mutagen, common larvae and honey. So I'm guessing that the being able to craft common larvae is so that you can automate that. I've already got the honey pouring out of the beehives and into my honey box. I have an entire chest of honey. Looking great, you know. So I'm guessing what that's about anyway, but there is no, at this point, further terraformation requirements really, other than those last 2 little things, which will happen eventually, but we are up to 1.04 TTI. We must have just ticked over as well. Damn it, I missed that. 1.04 TTI terraformation index. To be honest, I don't know what any of this means in real terms, like Earth-like terms, if you know what I mean. But there we go. It's pretty good. Right. Yeah. Very nice. Literally, I think then all that's left into the game is to just continue building what we've already built up. And perhaps you could, well, it's up to you what you set your objective to now. The game is like, right, well, yeah, do what you want now. Do what you want. At this point, you know, it's still early access. There is no getting off the planet at this point. I'm hoping one day it gives us the option to, you know, because congratulations, you've terraformed it. You know, this means that your minor infraction is now complete. What did I do? Steal some bread? I have to terraform a planet? What is it? I don't know. But ladies and gentlemen, that is certainly going to be all for today, and I welcome your suggestions and comments as always. But thank you very much for watching, and I do hope you've enjoyed this series. Hopefully I can be back with some more Planet Crafter in the next update, and hopefully this very save game will continue to work and we can continue to build up this planet as Miju Games diligently update it. But that is going to be all for now, and like I said, I do hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I will see you next time. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.